Das Rennen mit der roten Flagge zum Pit Stop by the red flag. All
Well done, mate. Good stint.
Sorry, mayhem.
Yeah, no, you did great. We're up to 50 something now. Yeah, but that's a great stop for us.
Yeah,
because we need brakes next time, and now they stop the race, we can do it all now.
Mayhem out there, mate. I've never seen. I reckon 25 cars went off in that stint.
Well, you did great. Well done. It's just to try and find out how long they think they'll stop it for.
Guys, they won't be forever because they've been running it with all this fog. Almost just a Lucas, please. So I wouldn't be surprised if once they've cleared. The problem is there's 3 cars across the Whipperman. Just between Hoath and Whipperman, there's 3 cars, and you can barely get past.
What was the gearbox like?
4th gear is making the most god-awful noise. So
Whining?
Yeah, I'm not using it. I'm just going straight through it into 5th every single time. And on the way, I'm not even holding it on the way down. I short shifted I didn't use 4th once.
Right, okay.
I mean, you have to go through it, obviously, because of the nature of the gearbox, but I'm not using it at all.
What the others like?
Fine. Fine. Fine.
So that would be the other.
All I'm doing is making sure that when I come into every time I go through 4th on the way up, as brute as I can, just make it quick. Every time I go back down through 4th, I'm giving it the biggest whap you can imagine, just to make sure.
It's grinding.
guys. I think they call that the graveyard stint. I got in at about 20 past 2, it's now 20 past 4 AM. The race has been stopped due to fog and general mayhem. I've never seen so many crashes in my life. I can't really describe them. The poor bloke in the Porsche in front of me was doing 120 and hit an Exige that was doing 20 miles an hour and went, Jesus Christ, the whole Porsche just took off in the air. This is the most crazy race in the world. There's mayhem, there's oil, there's one oil slick that covers 1/3 of the track, so that must be 7 miles long. There are very expensive vehicles that have been smashed to smithereens everywhere. It's as much through luck as good judgment that we're still here. This isn't going to help us, of course, because we need this hour, potential hour stop now. We need this hour to catch up. But let's see what we can do. Frankly, it's a miracle we're still in it, so let's just enjoy it. And so, as you can see, it's all over. We got to about 11:30 this morning. We had a 5-hour gap last night when I got out of the car on the red flag. That then stayed closed for 5 hours because of the fog and the general mayhem. Apparently on that slowdown lap there were 25 cars in the barriers. It was crazy Nurburgring racing at its very best, or worse you might say. I'm still a bit surprised I survived that evening session. Anyhow, Chris went out this morning and short shifting, not using 4th gear. He managed to set a time that was faster than his qualifying time. In fact, there were only about 6 or 7 cars that were faster on the circuit this morning, but as we suspected, there was a major problem with the gearbox. What happened in the end was that the back casing of the gearbox took a bit of a knock and sheared, all the oil came out, and that was the end of it. When they took it apart, they found out that actually 4th gear was knackered as well, so it's a really sad end. But we feel we've achieved something. We went from 219th at one point after the first hour to 42nd. We set some really fast times. The car was fantastic. We now know that the transmission is the weak spot on the 997 GT3 Cup car, but yeah, it's been a fantastic event. I have to admit, I'm shattered. We're going home.